Welcome to what is one of the most underrated capitals in all of Asia. So I've been to Kuala Lumpur 4 times now, so I thought it was about time that I create a whole video showing you everything that there is to do in the Malaysian capital city. I'd arrived in Kuala Lumpur the night before and we went out to the Jalan Alor food street, and here you can find pretty much any Asian food that you fancy. It is a hive of activity and it is super busy. I was very jet lagged, so I didn't end up going to sleep until about 4 AM, but this food street is open until really late. So while I'm feeling pretty wiped, I did want to get a gym session in this morning, which I've just done, and now I'm at the rooftop pool. So loads of hotels in Kuala Lumpur have rooftop pools with incredible views over the skyline, buildings like the Kuala Lumpur TV Tower and the Petronas Towers. So just up here enjoying it now. It is quite busy, I'm not gonna lie, but it is really nice to look. So we have just arrived at Batu Caves, and these are some really beautiful caves built into the hillside. We actually just went into this restaurant. It's called Rani Villas restaurant, and we had the best Malay Indian food. It was this spread on a banana leaf, and you got poppadoms, rice, loads of different curries and sauces. Honestly, so good. Now we're fueled up, we're going to head up the stairs and get to the top of Batu Caves. These caves used to be the homes of native people on the Malay Peninsula, but it was in 1891 when they were first declared sites of Hindu importance, and ever since then they have been Hindu temples, and obviously nowadays they are a visitor attraction. Now they are free to enter, obviously as a Hindu site, so you do have to cover up your shoulders and cover up your legs as well. Not sure exactly how many stairs it is to walk up, but it is quite sweaty, as you can see. They are quite steep and quite narrow, but they are okay. But do be aware of the monkeys, don't take food up with you, and be very careful with your camera and your phone. I'm literally going to put my camera away to walk back downstairs because I'm so scared a monkey's going to take it. Waiting for the lift now. This is one thing that you need to know about Kuala Lumpur. The lifts take a long time. All the buildings are very, very high, and well, here we go. So this time we've been in Kuala Lumpur, we've been staying right by the Petronas Towers. That is them behind me. And I would recommend staying here just so you're kind of in the thick of all the action. There is a mall here and there's obviously loads going on, but it is a very busy area. This is literally 8 AM on a Sunday. And look how many cars are behind me. So the Petronas Towers are a landmark of Kuala Lumpur. They're probably the most famous landmark of Kuala Lumpur. They were built in 1998, and when they were built they were actually the tallest building in the world. They were surpassed by the Taipei 101 Tower in 2004. You can go up them, you can go up to the middle bridge that connects the two towers. You can also go right to the top. I did do that in a previous trip to Kuala Lumpur and I quite enjoyed it, although I always find when you look at the view from the main attraction, you don't see the main attraction, if that makes sense. It's like how the best view of Paris isn't necessarily from the top of the Eiffel Tower. I would still recommend doing it. It's interesting to learn about the architecture. It is an example of modern Islamic architecture, and you can kind of see that with the roofs do kind of resemble maybe like a minaret or similar. Anyway, I've got to where I'm going for breakfast, so let me show you this place. So one of the absolute best things about Kuala Lumpur is its incredible food. So Malaysian food is a mix of, well, it's Malay food, but then it's also got Indian and Chinese influences and influences from elsewhere around the world as well. So I've actually come to an Indian restaurant today, but it's like a Malay Indian restaurant, and I've ordered a paper thosai. It costs 450 ringgit, which is about 70 pence. I think my juice was breaking the bank a bit, about 60 pence. Honestly, if I could have breakfast like this every day, I would. This is where I'm going. So I have made it to the observation deck of the KL TV Tower. So the KL Tower is a telecommunications tower, but nowadays it has this observation deck. It also has a revolving restaurant, and you can even do some kind of climbing on it as well, which I nearly booked that experience, but I also wasn't too sure in the end, so I decided to just come up to the observation deck. It's really easy. I just booked this on Get Your Guide, and I'll put a link in the description, but it's super easy to book tickets to come up here. So the KL Tower is 421 metres tall. It's the 7th tallest tower in the world. However, while it is 421 metres tall, I'm actually at about just over 300 metres at the moment. The antenna makes it's 421 metres height. Building on the Kuala Lumpur Tower started in 1991 and it finished in 1996. So it's been around for quite a long time, and there are plenty of other buildings in the world that are a lot taller these days. But relatively, in terms of Kuala Lumpur buildings, it is pretty high. I've also managed to pick out where we are actually staying amongst all of the skyscrapers, and you can really see how close we are to the Petronas Towers. So I'll just flip the camera around. So we are this building here, this one here. It's the Tropicana Suites, and the Petronas Towers are here. That was a really nice morning activity to do. It didn't take too long. I was up there for maybe 20 minutes. Just went up, had a little look at the view, and then came back down. As I said, I booked it on Get Your Guide. You can also buy tickets there. Obviously, pre-booking does make sure that you'll definitely be able to go the day you want to go, and it does mean that you won't have to queue for tickets. So it can be a good idea. And like I said, I will put the experience that I used in the description. I'm just waiting for my Grab now. So as a reference, this I think it's about a 7-minute drive, costs £2 on the Grab app. If you don't know, Grab is a taxi ride-hailing app. It works just like Uber or Bolt, but it's very popular in Southeast Asian countries. And Malaysia, it does seem to be the way to get around. Kuala Lumpur does have public transport, and I have used it on previous trips to the city, but the places where I've been staying and where I've been going just haven't seemed so well connected this time. So I am using Grab to get back to where we're staying, the apartment. But yeah, you can work out the public transport as well. But Grab is very, very good. We've come to Thean Hou Temple. So this is a Chinese Buddhist temple that is in Malaysia. It was built by the Hainanese community who live here. So one of the best things about Kuala Lumpur and all of Malaysia is that there is such a diversity of cultures, and one of the biggest ethnic minorities here is Chinese. So they built this temple, and it is dedicated to the Chinese sea goddess Mazu. It was built in 1989, and I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure it must be one of the biggest in the country. Oh, what's the dress code here? Inappropriate clothing. Okay, oh, mine's short. Fine. And kind of. I'm sure it's fine. But you can't have, it's very specific. Yeah, I think we'll be fine. So you've got to go up 2 floors to get to the actual temple. Oh, alright, we've arrived. Earlier up that tower there. So one thing I love about Chinese temples is the smell of incense. They burn incense here, so you can take the incense and then you can go put it in, and I believe it's meant to bring good luck. So let's go and see if we can get some. Of course. There's all the Chinese zodiac animals here, so we're just finding the ones that we are. What are you? Monkey. Intelligent, aspiring, confident, prudent, honest, energetic, sensitive, talented, creative.
I am quite competitive.
I'm pretty sure I'm a rooster. So I was born in 1993, so I am this guy, a rooster. And apparently that means I am frank, intelligent, honest, diligent, careful, amicable, liberal, humorous, sociable, proficient, passionate and tenacious.
So we've just come to a cafe, Leite and Co, and this is right in the middle of Chinatown, but it's a really nice cafe. It's set in like a colonial era building, very like old worldy charm. And it's got a banging menu. Unfortunately, we're not actually that hungry, so we've not ordered much. We've got some sweet potato fries and some fresh lemonade as well. I may live to regret this, but I am gonna try something durian. So if you've never heard of durian before, it is known as the heaven and hell fruit. It smells disgusting, but people say it tastes really good. I have tried it before and I couldn't really get past the smell, but let's try it again. Something durian related at least. And yeah, see what I think about it this time. Hi, can I get one ice cream and also one durian box?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you. So, I've come into Durian World and I've built some durian ice cream and some durian, just plain durian. So we're going to do a bit of a taste test. Really not sure how I feel about this. I've only ever tried, I think I have tried durian before, but I can't quite remember it. Oh, it feels weird. It looks like chicken, doesn't it? It looks like raw chicken.
I just love the fact you have to wear gloves.
Oh yeah, you have to wear gloves so your hands don't smell. I don't know why I smelled it first. Alright, ready?
It's like a bit rubbery.
It's not my favourite thing, I'm not gonna lie.
Your face is giving it away. So that's a good effort.
It's very, oh, that was a bit nicer actually. Closer to the core. It's very slimy.
Yeah, it doesn't look Wait, let me see that.
God, it's so slimy. Once you get into it, it's not too bad.
What's your rating? 10 out of 10?
Out of 10. I mean, probably 3. Yeah, it's not really a fun experience. Like.
No. We'll leave this one to you, I think.
Yeah, I think I'm out with that.
Done? Over and out? What do you recommend?
I'd recommend trying it when you're in KL, just
Don't
to
buy a lot.
say you've done it. I mean, it's popular. It's here.
I know.
But
So many people in here. Like, it's packed.
But yeah, probably not my favourite thing I've ever tried. But let's try some of the ice cream. See if it's a little bit
It's like
better.
nicer.
This might be nicer, yeah. Okay, so it's like a little pot, and you've got a spoon here. Oh, very very hard. Do you know? I can't really taste it. I think I've still got that taste in my mouth.
Should have done it the other way around. So it's not got as much flavour.
Not as much flavour, no. It's quite nice actually. Oh, it's not bad. That's actually quite nice.
There you go.
Alright, go for the ice cream,
Recommend the ice cream.
not the fruit. So we've just been given some coins by a very kind man who works here, and he explained that there's a whole like story around this durian cafe. So what was it called?
Bella and Derek.
Bella and Derek. So Bella and Derek, the durians, are live in this kind of fruit kingdom, and they have lots of fruit friends, apart from the dragon fruit, who is the bad guy. The dragon fruit and the durian have a fight by the Petronas Towers, and the durian wins, so that is why Derek the durian is called the king of the fruit. So apparently there's also like games, like claw machines, and there's a whole kind of folklore fandom around this, so we're going to go check out a bit more now. So this is my mate Derek, Derek the durian, and he is the guy who's king of the fruit. Hiya!
Let's see if we can win a Derek.
Yeah, I don't know. Huh?
That came off.
Oh! Okay, he said, wanted to try this, glad I didn't.
What is this place?
We're going to give the slot machine a try. We've got quite a few coins actually.
Here we go.
Right, so. Oh my god. This is terrifying. I've not done this. What do I do?
Yeah, you got it. Yes, Derek. Oh.
Let's try this. Oh no. Oh, these are all the, okay. Here they all are, look. Packed with vitamins, minerals,
Fiber, rich in vitamin C for a stronger immunity. You've got a good immune system. High potassium content for the heart health. Fiber promotes healthy digestion.
I think I've graduated from durian masterclass now. After the absolute unexpected treat that was Durian World, we're now walking down Jalan Petaling, which is a big market street with loads of, at the moment it seems like faux designer bags, shoes and the like. It's very busy, so I'm going to put the camera away. So we've just walked down a bit and we've come to the Sri Mariamman Temple. This is the oldest Hindu temple in Kuala Lumpur. Around 6% of Malaysia's population is Hindu, and you'll find a lot of temples like this scattered throughout the country, but I do think that this is one of the most beautiful. It is sadly our last night of the trip. You can just see the Petronas Towers behind me. We are going out for our last supper. We went to Malai Thai cuisine, which served delicious Thai food. Then we went to the helicopter bar for cocktails. Got a bit of a weird vibe here, probably wouldn't recommend. And then we walked back and saw the Petronas Towers at night. So very sadly our time in Kuala Lumpur is ending and we are just about to take the train to Kuala Lumpur Airport. So to get the train is really easy. It's the KLIA Express and it costs 55 ringgit and it takes around 35 minutes. Runs every 20 minutes as well, so it is quite a handy way of getting into and out of the city. And if you have less than 3 people, it is usually one of the cheaper ways. The other way, which is even cheaper, is to get a bus, which I did do once before on my first trip to Kuala Lumpur, but it is very long. I would not do that these days. So just waiting for the train. Then we got to the airport and left Kuala Lumpur. From the temples to the skyscrapers, from the cuisine to the quirkiest attractions, I hope I've shown you that Kuala Lumpur is a city that is well worth your time. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you've enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you next time when I am on the beautiful island of Borneo.